People worship Barbra Streisand. I'm one of her biggest fans. She is a superstar.
Barbra Streisand is the epitome of an entertainer. She's a singer, songwriter, author, actress, director, and producer, and the list can go on and on.
Barbra Streisand was born to a middle-class Jewish family in Brooklyn, New York on April 24, 1942. Streisand began singing early in her elementary school choir and began acting classes before she graduated high school. She never attended college.
In the 60s, Barbra Streisand really began her career singing in a talent night in a local club in Brooklyn. She played in other clubs such as the Bonsoir and the Blue Angel.
Streisand first debuted on Broadway in 1962 with the musical comedy I Can Get It For You Wholesale, and signed with Columbia Records that same year.
In 1963, she released the Barbra Streisand album. It went gold. She won 2 Grammys, and she was off to the races.
In 1963, she married fellow actor Elliot Gould, with whom she had a son, Jason Gould. A year later, Streisand scored her first top 10 hit single, People, from her Broadway show Funny Girl.
Barbra Streisand really hit it big when she started Funny Girl on Broadway. That was a huge success, and she was cast in the movie as well.
Funny Girl made her famous. She ended up winning the Oscar for Best Actress that year, sharing it with Katharine Hepburn for The Lion in Winter, the only time that split has ever occurred.
Streisand first appeared on the small screen with her 1965 special, My Name is Barbara. The show won 5 Emmy Awards, and CBS offered her a 10-year contract for more TV specials.
What really distinguishes Barbra Streisand early in her acting career is this sort of fun-loving nature. She started doing these screwball comedies with Ryan O'Neal, like The Main Event and What's Up, Doc in the 1970s.
Another film which also did very well was The Way We Were, where she played with Robert Redford, and that was a huge hit for her, as well as a hit song for her.
Streisand produced her biggest-selling album, Guilty, in 1980, which contained the #1 hit, Woman in Love. In 1983, Streisand directed her first movie, Yentl.
She became the first woman to star, produce, write, and direct a movie. Yentl was ahead of its time because Barbra was able to talk about many taboo subjects such as feminism and discrimination against women in the Jewish religion.
She followed up directing Yentl with The Prince of Tides and The Mirror Has Two Faces, both acclaimed dramas in their own right.
In 1994, Streisand returned to the concert stage after a 27-year absence. The tour and resulting album, The Concert, were both hugely successful. Streisand married a second time in 1998 to actor James Brolin.
It's great to see that Barbra Streisand, in the last couple years, has come back to comedy in films like Meet the Fockers, family comedies.
In 2001, Barbra Streisand received the AFI Lifetime Achievement Award and is widely considered the top-selling female artist of all time.
Barbra Streisand is one of the few people to win what we call an EGOT, an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. She's had top 10 albums in 5 different decades, which makes her one of the few artists to ever do that. It's almost like shocking when you look back at her career record, what she's managed to achieve.